Hello, Latin 2. As we spoke last time, I talked about accusative plus infinitive indirect statements. I just want to review that for you again. There's essentially four main things you need to know about accusative plus infinitive indirect statements. Number one, the main verb sets the tone. That is, we basically zero in on that tense of the verb, and we move around that. That's the thing that we dance around. Number two, the subject is in the accusative in an indirect statement. And number three, the verb for the indirect statement is in the infinitive. But number four, very important, the infinitive tense absolutely matters. If it's in the perfect tense, it happened before the main verb. And if you need help with that, the previous video should do that for you. The present tense, which is what we're going to talk about this time, is during the main verb. And then the future tense, which we'll talk about in the next video, is going to be after the main verb. Now, again, we worked on the perfect tense already, and you had some exercises on that. And you've done the present tense, actually, as well in chapters 47 and 46. So I'm going to probably have you repeat some exercises, and it's up to you if you want to do them or not. Remember, if you do them, please do them in Google Apps or Google Docs and send them to me so that I can give you good feedback. I've been having a lot of good interactions with level 3 on their translations and the feedback in there. So that's been helpful, and it's the best we got with what we've got. So now, present tense, okay? If you have an accusative plus infinitive indirect statement and you have a present tense infinitive, that infinitive is happening at the same time as the main verb, okay? So sextus audit equum in hortum stercus fere. Sextus hears, now again that sets the tone, right? So that's present tense. Sextus hears that the horse, notice it's in the accusative, brings dung into the garden. Okay, so that's all happening at the same time. He's hearing it and it's happening. The next one though, sextus audivit equum in hortum stercus fere. Sextus heard that the horse brought the dung into the garden. Once again, the main verb is perfect, and since the infinitive of the indirect statement is present, that's going to still happen at the same time as the main verb. And that's what I mean by the main verb sets the tone, okay? So if the main verb is perfect and your infinitive is present, then your infinitive translates perfect. If the main verb is present and your infinitive present, then your infinitive is going to translate present. It's just going to keep translating as whatever tense you're using in your main verb. And that's what I mean by it sets the tone. So like last time, we found that the perfect tense was happening before the main verb. So whenever the main verb is, it's before it. In this case, it's at the same time as the main verb. And for additional exercises, if you want to do some, I strongly recommend that you take a look at chapter 46. Let's see, there it is, chapter 46. And I think I had you do the evens for 46b. If you do the odds for 46b, it's just more reinforcement for this. Again, if you don't think you need to, then don't, and you don't have to clog up my email, that's okay. But if you do want feedback, if you're feeling a little like, I don't quite get it, try it, and then send it to me so that I can give you feedback, okay? And that's pretty much how that's going to work. So once again, I would recommend 46b, all the odd numbers, and then 46d is actually really good because they're all going to be in the present tense, and they're all English to Latin, so it gives you a little bit of exercise just kind of pre-reading it, okay? All right, so next time I will teach you about the future tense infinitives, and it'll be good, and then we'll probably move on to translating some things, all right? Okay, I'm going to hit the button.